Hi, this is Francis Erdis. Such a great energy today on day 2 of the 90-day challenge. Yesterday, I showed you the idea that every spring and every autumn, I always challenge myself for 90 days. Last autumn, it was writing and releasing my first book. And this autumn, it will be doing a live video every day where I give you a good wellness application, something to relax, something to concentrate, something to sleep better, or just something inspiring for the day. And I think it's number 8 of my 90-day challenges because there's always such a great energy that I love to do it every spring and every autumn. I haven't left out a single spring and a single autumn since then because, like I told you yesterday, you can already feel that energy building up even before you go into the 90 days. And there's another very important part to this, apart from hustling, apart from being productive all the time during those 90 days. And that part is being relaxed and being in the feelings of lightness, of joy, that you can let the energy flow, that you are not just hard on yourself and pushing yourself to the limit, but that you also schedule in times where you can just relax, times where you can just unwind and where you can recharge your energy. I kind of learned that the hard way in my first 390 days because I was hustling so much and pushing myself so much. I think I worked around 12 to 14 hours a day nonstop. And I thought, oh, if I do a lot, then a lot will get moving. And that's true in a sense because, well, if you do a lot moves as well. But then it's also so important that you recharge yourself. So in the first 390 days, I got sick. So for 10 days, I was just lying in bed and I couldn't do anything. I was so motivated. I was even lying in bed and trying to type something on my computer and moving the project forward. But somehow my fingers didn't even lift, so I was really forced to take a break. And since then, I have learned to have that balance between relaxing and recharging and going into full action. And like doing those 90 days in blocks, where in between I can work on new ideas and just enjoy the time, I like to work in kind of blocks during the day. So I usually work in 90 power minutes because that's the best time where I can concentrate best and where I can really feel that full energy, and without interruptions, I can really focus on the one thing. And I start these 90 power minutes with a fragrant ritual. Like I told you yesterday, when it gets to um, fulfilling our goals, we think a lot and we try to make it perfect, and then some thoughts hold us back, and then we try to find the solution in the thinking, and maybe even think, oh, today I will do it in a very joyful way. Today I will not be so hard on myself. And then it just stays there with the thinking. So what I always do is I do a fragrant ritual because that directly bypasses my thinking and brings me into that freshness and into that relaxation. So here are 3 fragrant inspirations that you can use for your starting ritual when you go into your 90 power minutes. These oils, they help you clear your energy so that you go into the task with a positive energy, with a focused energy, and at the same time you feel that freshness and that lightness throughout the whole task. So the first of them I really love to use is the essential oil of Eucalyptus globulus. And I just take a drop and apply it on my chest. That's one of my favorite locations to apply the oils, especially when after that I have 90 minutes just to focus, not to do wellness stuff or meditate or doing something else. But I still have this wonderful freshness in my nose. Because when you apply the oils on your chest, you have a diffuser all the time. When your body is warm and your nose is right here, the scent, the fragrance moves up the whole time. So throughout the whole 90 power minutes, you are in that rainforest with the koala bears, enjoying that eucalyptus scent. Eucalyptus globulus is one of the strongest eucalyptus. There's also a little bit softer one, which is Eucalyptus radiata, which you can also choose. And then the essential oil of sage, which is very refreshing as well. I'll take an additional drop here because I just love sage. And the ritual is that you put some eucalyptus or sage onto your chest, and then you just put your nose into the fragrant palms of your hands, and you just breathe for a minute. Just enjoy the scent, just breathe. And with this inspiring eucalyptus scent, you might find yourself in the middle of the rainforest, on your favorite location where you were traveling. Of course, at the moment, many people don't travel so much, but still, with our sense of smell, we can travel inwardly to these places. For example, eucalyptus always reminds me of the mountains, the peaceful mountains on one of my favorite islands in Hawaii. There are so many eucalyptus trees there. And also, back when I was in Australia visiting my aunt, and we saw the cute koala bears and the kangaroos. And when I see the koala bears, I always relax instantly because they are so relaxed the whole day. You know, they chew the eucalyptus leaves the whole day. They are just so refreshed and relaxed. So the scent is a kind of reminder where I don't have to think about it, but I instantly connect with that relaxation that I already experienced while traveling these places. Now, you might have a different association when it comes to smelling eucalyptus or sage, might remind you of your herbal garden. And that's what I enjoy here near the Untersberg in Austria as well, a nice herbal garden, which keeps me fresh and joyful and reminds me of that lightness while I sit out here and work on my projects. So by doing this ritual and having these blocks of time where you work, and then you schedule your time where you have your break, where you just enjoy the time, where you just relax, that helps you to be much more focused, and that also helps you to recharge in between. That you don't make the same experience like I did in my first 390 days, that you just get sick or overwhelmed or burned out, but instead you have a nice balance of enjoying your time and then really focusing in, and meanwhile inviting that lightness and joy to work alongside with you. So how do you go about your projects? Do you put yourself under a lot of pressure and have a lot of musts in the way you talk to yourself? Or do you invite the joy and the lightness? Do you let the energy flow so that new inspiration comes, that you do the things with lightness? For all of my oily friends, you probably have the 2 eucalyptus and sage with you anyway. And for everyone not having it, I highly recommend this fragrant experience because it brings you out of your head and lets you reconnect instantly with that sense of relaxation. So just send me a message here on Messenger or via my website livefragrantly.com, and I'll send you a nice fragrant card with eucalyptus and sage, so you can dive into that rainforest, into that mini vacation, and keep that inspiration with you during your whole 90 power minutes. I'm enjoying day 2 of the 90 days today out in the garden here in the sun, and I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you back tomorrow in the next live video. Bye bye.